Hi folks, this is old Giddy Up back at you. In the last video we talked a little bit about buying a handgun, and in this particular video we're going to talk about, well, why do we need a handgun? What are the reasons we need a handgun? What could happen that would necessitate us to purchase a handgun? Well, we're going to get into that right now. It appears that socialism is headed our way, and it's traveling rather rapidly. And with socialism also comes high prices and scarce products. And when the cost of food goes up and the availability of food goes down, as I mentioned in the first video, this is going to drive a lot of folks to crime out of necessity. They're going to have to steal in order to provide for their families. Now this sounds like it may be way out, but believe me, it could very well come to that. And when that happens, you're going to have people breaking into your home in order to steal from you, to take back and give to their own families. That's just the way it's going to be. It's going to be a dog-eat-dog world, survival of the fittest. So you have to make all the preparations you can now. So you're going to need that gun in order to protect what's yours. Now you've probably heard of the National Civilian Security Force that the government has already, as a matter of fact, initiated, and are presently training some folks to be part of that organization. Now, these folks will have a lot of powers. They'll have the ability to arrest you, to come into your home, to search you, to take from you without any question whatsoever. And you can just stand by and let that happen, or you can protect what is yours. And that's where that gun comes in handy. Personally, I don't plan to relinquish anything that I own to those that would try to take it from me. And when these stormtroopers start coming down the street, you may be forced to leave your home, evacuate, to be forced or be forcibly removed from your home. Where are you going to go? You may have to head for the hills. And when you head for the hills, you're going to need a gun, as well as survival gear. We'll get into survival gear in a later video, but you're going to need that gun for your own protection and for your family's protection. We all hope that day won't come, but we never know, and we must be prepared for it. And folks, you may or may not have heard about the FEMA camps. And just what are the FEMA camps? Well, on the surface it sounds like a darn good idea. Homeland Security is going to build facilities and also recondition abandoned military facilities for the sole purpose of housing evacuees in the time of national disaster, such as hurricanes, earthquakes, floods, volcanoes, or whatever. Now on the surface that sounds like a real good idea. But buried way down deep in fine print is also the suggestion that these same FEMA camps can also be used to house dissenters. That is, folks like me, folks like you, who are against what the government is trying to accomplish. You become a domestic terrorist. You'll be identified as a domestic terrorist, and as such, you may be rounded up and carried to one of these camps and be detained for an unspecified period of time. Who knows what may become of you? You may simply just disappear. Now this sounds radical, and it is radical, and I hope it doesn't happen, but if it does, we need to be prepared for the eventuality. That's where that gun may come in handy. The only way they'll get me is by their own guns, and I plan to use mine against them. So when times get tough in the cities, the city folks are going to move to the country, and that's where I live. And the city folks are going to have to vie for a place to live and a way to survive. There again, I'm going to protect what's mine, and you should too. Now, I'm all for the city folks. I'm all for anybody who is willing to stand up and fight for what's theirs. But there's a limit to what I can do and what I can allow to happen. So what it boils down to, folks, there's a lot going to happen in this country. And if you're going to survive, you're the only one that can help. You're your sole source of protection. Nobody's going to help you. You have to protect yourself. And to be prepared to protect yourself, you're going to have that gun. Now, on my website, and the URL is listed here at the top of the video, there's a lot of information there. There's a lot of videos you can watch. And you need to go there and take a look at it and join up. And I call it joining Giddy Up's posse, because we're the folks that's going to ride and eliminate the bad guys. And on that site, you'll find an alert chart similar to the one that the Homeland Security uses. And we started out at low. As you can see, this one is based on socialism and not terrorism. We started out low, we went to guarded, and now presently we're up to elevated. There's 2 more jumps to make before we get into the actual socialism itself. So go to the website and look around, and I think you'll find some very valuable information. Well, folks, that's about it for this go round. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and may the good Lord take a liking to you. See ya.